Long Conversations Part 1 to 5.
Everyday English conversation practice.
Hey, John. How have you been?
Oh, hey Alicia. I've been pretty good, thanks. Busy with work but can't complain. How about you?
I've been all right. Just came back from a vacation in Spain. It was amazing.
Wow, that sounds great. What places did you visit?
We went to Barcelona, Madrid, and Seville. I loved the architecture in Barcelona, especially the Sagrada Familia.
I've always wanted to see that. Did you try any local food?
Absolutely. We had paella, tapas, and a lot of churros. The food was a highlight for sure.
Sounds delicious. I'm a bit jealous now. I'll have to plan a trip there sometime soon.
You definitely should. If you ever decide to go, let me know. I can give you some tips.
Will do. Thanks, Alicia. Anyway, I better head off now. I've got a meeting in a bit.
No problem. It was great catching up with you. Have a good one.
You too. Take care.
Example 2.
Hey, Sarah. Long time no see.
Mike. It's been ages. How have you been holding up?
I've been doing well, actually. Started taking a pottery class recently. It's been a fun way to relax.
That's cool. I always admired people who could create things with their hands. Made any masterpieces yet?
Not yet. Right now, I'm just trying not to make ashtrays every time. But it's a start.
Every artist starts somewhere, right? I've been getting into hiking lately.
Really? That's something I've always wanted to try. Any favorite spots?
I recently went to the Blue Ridge Mountains. The views were breathtaking. You should join next time.
I'd love that. Always good to try something new. Plus, I need the exercise.
Don't we all? Let's plan a trip soon then.
Absolutely. I'll look into some trails, and we can pick a weekend.
Sounds like a plan. Anyway, I need to run to the store before it closes. Let's chat soon.
For sure. Take care, Sarah. Good seeing you.
Likewise. Bye for now.
Example 3.
Brian. How's it going?
Emma? I'm good, thanks. How have things been with you?
Oh, the usual. Keeping busy with the kids and their endless activities. How's the new job?
It's been great so far. There's a lot to learn, but the team is really supportive. It's a refreshing change.
That's awesome to hear. A good team can make all the difference. Any plans for the weekend?
Not really. Thinking of maybe taking a day trip to the coast. How about you?
We're having a small get-together at our place. Just some close friends and a barbecue. You should come.
That sounds like fun. Thanks for the invite. I'll let you know in a couple of days.
No pressure. Just let me know. It'll be great to have you there.
Thanks, Emma. Always good to chat. I need to dash to an appointment, but let's catch up properly soon.
Definitely. Stay in touch. Have a great day.
You too. See you around.
Example 4. Hey, Mia. Haven't seen you at the gym lately.
Oh, Lucas. Yeah, I took a little break. Decided to try some outdoor workouts. How's the new instructor?
She's good, very intense though. But change is always refreshing. Outdoor workouts sound fun. What have you been up to?
Just some running in the park and a bit of yoga under the trees. Nature has its own calming effect,
Absolutely. There's something about fresh air that beats the indoors anytime. Maybe I should join you one of these days.
You're welcome to. It's a nice change of pace. Plus, the park has some workout stations too.
Sounds like a plan. We could do a mix of cardio and strength training.
Perfect. Let's do it this Saturday.
Sounds good. Let's say around 9 in the morning.
That works. See you then.
Great, looking forward to it. Take care, Mia.
You too, Lucas. Have a good one.
Example 5.
Rita, I heard you moved to the city. How's urban life treating you?
Hey, Dylan. Yes, I did. It's been a whirlwind, to be honest. The hustle and bustle is something else. But there's so much energy and so many things to do. How's the countryside?
As peaceful as ever. But sometimes, I do miss the excitement of the city. Any favorite spots you've discovered?
There's this quaint little coffee shop around the corner from my apartment. They do the best mochas. And a rooftop bar with an amazing skyline view.
Sounds delightful. I'll have to check them out the next time I'm in town.
Definitely. Give me a shout, and I'll join you. It'd be nice to catch up properly.
I'll take you up on that. Maybe next month? I've got some work in the city.
Sounds like a plan. Just let me know the dates.
Will do. Always great talking to you, Rita. Take care.
You too, Dylan. Safe travels and see you soon.
Example 6.
Hey, Zoe. You look radiant today. Something special?
Oh, Oliver. Thank you. Actually, I started this new art class recently. It's been such a positive outlet for me.
That's awesome. What kind of art?
It's a mix, but I'm particularly enjoying watercolors. I've always found them so mesmerizing.
That does sound calming. I've been trying to find a hobby myself. Maybe I should give art a shot.
You absolutely should. Everyone can be an artist in their own way. It's more about expression than perfection.
Wise words. Do you have any recommendations for beginner classes?
Definitely. I can send you the details of my studio. They have beginner workshops too.
Please do. It'll be a good way to unwind from the daily grind.
Trust me, you'll love it. Art has this way of letting you lose track of time.
I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for the suggestion, Zoe. And keep shining.
Thanks, Oliver. Always a pleasure chatting with you. Have a great day.
Example 7.
Hey, Ethan. That's a cool jacket. New?
Oh, thanks, Sophie. Yes, I got it from that vintage shop downtown. They've got some unique finds.
I've heard about that place. Always wanted to check it out. Looks like it's worth a visit.
Definitely. And they play some old-school jazz music. The vibe is just right. You should drop by sometime.
I'll make a note of that. Speaking of music, are you going to the music fest next weekend?
I've been thinking about it. I missed it last year. You're going?
Yeah, a couple of my favorite bands are playing. And the food stalls are supposed to be great too.
You've convinced me. Sounds like fun. Maybe we could go together?
Sure thing. Let's coordinate later this week?
Sounds good to me. It's a date.
Great. Catch you later, Ethan.
See you around, Sophie.
Example 8.
Hey, Jake. I heard you started a new podcast. How's that going?
Natalie. Yes, I did. It's been a steep learning curve, but so rewarding. We're discussing environmental issues and solutions. Have you had a chance to listen?
Not yet, but it's on my list. I've been meaning to educate myself more on that topic. Send me the link.
Will do. And if you have any feedback or topics you'd like covered, just let me know.
I appreciate that. On a similar note, there's an environmental fair in the park next weekend. Interested in going?
Absolutely, that sounds right up my alley. Would be good research for the podcast too.
Thought you'd say that. They're showcasing some new sustainable technologies, and there are workshops too.
Sounds perfect. Let's meet up there around noon?
Sounds like a plan. I'll mark my calendar.
Me too. Thanks for the heads up, Natalie. See you then.
No problem, Jake. Take care.
Example 9.
Ben. How was your trekking trip? I saw the photos on Instagram, they looked incredible.
Hey Ava. It was beyond amazing. The views, the serenity, just something you have to experience firsthand. Have you ever been trekking?
Not really, but after seeing your pictures, I'm tempted. It must have been quite the adventure.
It definitely was. There were challenging moments, but the overall experience was worth every step. If you're ever interested, I can give you some beginner's tips.
I might just take you up on that offer. By the way, I'm hosting a game night this Friday. Fancy joining?
Oh, that sounds like fun. Count me in. Any particular game in mind?
Thinking of some board games, maybe charades. Just a relaxed evening with friends.
Perfect. It's been a while since I've played board games. Looking forward to it.
Great. I'll send you the details later. Can't wait to hear more about your trip in person.
Thanks, Ava. See you on Friday.
Example 10. Connor. I saw you in that play last weekend. You were fantastic.
Thanks so much, Grace. I was a bit nervous, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. Were you there with your family?
Yes, we all loved it. My little brother kept talking about how funny your character was. You've got a young fan.
That's heartwarming to hear. Theater has always been a passion of mine. By the way, aren't you into photography?
I am. I've been experimenting with landscape shots lately. The recent sunsets have been a dream to capture.
I've seen a few on your Facebook. They're truly captivating. Any plans for an exhibition or something?
Actually, I've been thinking about it. Maybe a small local gallery to start. Still gathering enough material.
When you're ready, I'd love to attend. It's always great to support local talent.
Thanks, Connor. That means a lot. I'll definitely keep you posted.
Please do. And congrats again on the play. Can't wait for the next one.
Appreciate it. Take care and catch up soon.
Example 11. Isabel. How's the new book you're writing? Any sneak peeks?
Hey Liam. It's coming along. I'm in that challenging middle part. But I'm excited about the story. Maybe I'll let you in on a little secret soon.
I'm eagerly waiting. Your last book was a roller coaster. I recommended it to my book club.
Oh, that's so kind of you. How's the music coming along? Still playing the guitar?
Yes, and I've started dabbling with the piano. It's a whole new world but so rewarding.
That's amazing. Music and writing, both forms of storytelling in their own right.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, there's a local artists showcase next week. Writers, musicians, painters, all coming together. Fancy joining?
That sounds wonderful. I'd love to. And it's always inspiring to see what others are creating.
True that. It's on Thursday evening. I'll send you the details.
Thanks, Liam. Looking forward to it. And keep those tunes coming.
Will do. And you keep those pages turning. Catch you soon.
Example 12.
Hey, Jason. I heard you adopted a puppy. How's the new addition to the family?
Tara. Yes, we did. His name's Oscar, and he's a bundle of energy. We're all adjusting, but he's a sweetheart. Are you still volunteering at the animal shelter?
Yes, it's been so fulfilling. If you ever need any advice or supplies, let me know. We get tons of donations.
Appreciate that. House training has been a challenge, so any tips would be great.
Patience is key. But I'll send over a guide that might help. Also, are you up for the community cleanup this weekend?
Absolutely. The park could use some TLC. Plus, it'll be a good outing for Oscar.
Perfect. Pets are welcome, and it's a good socializing experience for them. We'll start around 9 a.m.
Sounds good. We'll be there. Thanks for the heads up and for the puppy tips.
Anytime, Jason. Take care of that fur ball, and see you on Saturday.
Will do. Take care, Tara.
Example 13.
Alex. I noticed you started a gardening club. How's that coming along?
Hey Rebecca. Yes, it's been really fun. A bit more work than I anticipated, but seeing things grow is so rewarding. Did you ever get into gardening?
I've always wanted to, but living in an apartment doesn't offer much space. However, I've got a few potted plants on my balcony.
That's a start. And there are so many urban gardening techniques nowadays. Maybe you could attend our next meeting?
I'd love to. It might give me some inspiration for my small space. When is it?
Next Tuesday evening, around 6 p.m., at the community center. We're discussing container gardening, which sounds perfect for you.
Oh, that's excellent timing. I'll be there. On a side note, are you still playing in that jazz band?
I am. We have a gig at the local cafe this Friday. Fancy coming?
Absolutely. I've missed live music. Can't wait to hear you all play again.
It'll be great to see you there. Thanks for the support, Rebecca.
No problem, Alex. Keep up the green work, and I'll see you next week.
Example 14.
Hey, Fiona. I saw that stunning painting you posted online. Did you create that?
Oh, Miles. Thank you. Yes, I've been experimenting with acrylics lately. It's a bit different from watercolors, but exciting.
It's really impressive. I've always admired people with artistic talents. I can barely draw a stick figure.
Everyone has their own creative outlet. Aren't you into birdwatching? That's an art in itself.
It is. It requires a lot of patience and observation. I recently spotted a rare migratory bird in our area. Quite a thrill.
That sounds fascinating. I'd love to join you sometime. Maybe I can sketch some of the birds.
That would be amazing. Let's plan a weekend. The early morning is the best time to spot them.
Sounds like a plan. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. It'll be a blend of nature and art. Can't wait.
Perfect combo. Catch you soon, Miles.
Example 15.
Hey, Clara. I overheard you're organizing a charity run next month. How's that shaping up?
Hi Dylan. Yes, it's in the works. Organizing is hectic, but it's for a good cause. We're raising funds for the local children's hospital. Interested in joining?
Definitely. I've been trying to get back into running, and this sounds like a great motivator. Plus, supporting the hospital is close to my heart.
That's wonderful to hear. We need more participants. And if you know others who might be interested, do spread the word.
Will do. Oh, speaking of events, are you attending the neighborhood potluck this weekend?
I am. Planning to whip up my famous spaghetti. You?
Thinking of a vegan curry. Last time, there weren't many vegan options, so I thought it might be a good addition.
Sounds delicious. It's always good to have a variety. See you there?
Absolutely. And send me the details for the charity run. I'll sign up and get some friends on board too.
Thanks, Dylan. That means a lot. Catch up soon.
Example 16.
Hey, Zoe. I caught your vlog on sustainable living. Really insightful stuff. How long have you been into that?
Thanks, Owen. It's been a couple of years now. I just felt the need to make some positive changes in my lifestyle. You thinking about making some eco-friendly switches?
Definitely. Your video on zero-waste kitchens was an eye-opener. Started using a compost bin after that.
That's great to hear. Small steps can make a big difference. If you need any advice or resources, just let me know.
Will do. By the way, there's a farmer's market this Sunday downtown. They focus on organic and local produce. Interested?
Absolutely. I've been meaning to visit. It's always good to support local farmers. What time are you thinking?
Around 10 a.m.? Before it gets too crowded. We can grab some breakfast there too.
Sounds like a plan. Fresh produce and good company, can't ask for more.
Agreed. See you Sunday, Zoe.
Looking forward to it, Owen. Take care.
Example 17.
Hey, Ethan. I saw you at the library earlier. Working on something special?
Isupia. Yeah, I'm researching for a history project. The evolution of cities through the ages. You?
Sounds interesting. I was there hunting for new fiction. I've been in a reading rut lately.
Ah, happens to the best of us. Ever tried historical fiction? Merges both our interests.
That's an idea. Got any recommendations?
Absolutely. Pillars of the Earth by Ken Follett is a great start. It's captivating.
I'll give it a shot. Thanks, Ethan. On a related note, there's a book club meeting next Wednesday. Want to join?
Sounds good. It's been a while since I discussed books in a group setting. What's the book of the month?
The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. If you start now, you'll be ready by then.
Challenge accepted. I'll pick it up and start tonight.
Awesome. I think you'll enjoy it. See you next week then?
Definitely. Thanks for the invite, Sophie. Catch up soon.
Example 18.
Lucas. Haven't seen you in ages. How was your trip to Europe?
Hey Nina. It was incredible. The culture, the food, the history, truly an experience. You still have that travel blog, right?
Yes. And I'd love to feature a guest post if you're interested. Your perspective as a first-time traveler to Europe could be refreshing.
I'd be honored. I've got some great stories and tons of photos.
Perfect. Share them over, and we can brainstorm some angles. Oh, and speaking of photos, aren't you hosting a photography workshop soon?
That's right. Next weekend. It's a beginner's guide to street photography. You should drop by.
I've been meaning to improve my photography skills, especially for the blog. Count me in.
Great to hear. I'll save you a spot. And thanks for the guest post idea. I'm excited about it.
No problem, Lucas. Collaborations are always fun. See you soon.
Example 19.
Hey, Erin. Your homemade jam at the community fair was a hit. I loved the strawberry and basil combo.
Thanks, Jenna. I had fun experimenting with flavors. I heard your handcrafted candles were the talk of the town. How did you come up with those scents?
A bit of inspiration and a lot of trial and error. I've been taking aromatherapy classes, so that helps.
Sounds intriguing. I've always been interested in how scents can influence mood.
Absolutely. Scents can evoke memories and feelings. You should come to one of the classes. It's enlightening.
I might just take you up on that. On another note, are you attending the pottery workshop next Saturday?
Yes. I've always wanted to try my hand at pottery. It seems therapeutic.
It truly is. I've been a few times before. Happy to give you some tips if you'd like.
That would be fantastic, Aaron. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. Always more fun with familiar faces around. See you next week.
Definitely. Take care, Aaron.
English conversation. Example 1 patterned conversation between a patient and a doctor.
Good morning, Dr. Carter. Thanks for seeing me on such short notice.
Of course, Emma. How can I assist you today?
I've been experiencing frequent headaches over the past 2 weeks. Initially, I brushed them off, but they seem to be getting more intense.
I'm sorry to hear that. Can you describe the nature of these headaches? Are they throbbing, sharp, or dull?
Mostly throbbing, and they usually start at the back of my head and spread to the temples.
Have you noticed any triggers? Like specific foods, stress, or perhaps changes in your sleep patterns?
Not particularly, but work has been quite stressful lately. I've been sleeping less than usual.
Stress and lack of sleep can certainly contribute to headaches. However, we'll run some tests to rule out any other underlying causes. Meanwhile, I'll recommend some pain relief and ways to manage stress.
Thank you, Dr. Carter. I hope it's nothing serious.
We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. I'll also refer you to a specialist if needed. Remember, it's important to prioritize your well-being and get adequate rest.
I appreciate your advice. I'll try to make some changes in my routine.
That's a good start. We'll review your situation after the tests. Take care, Emma.
Example 2 patterned conversation between a patient and a dentist.
Hi, Dr. Harrison. It's been a while since my last checkup. I'm a bit nervous.
Hello, Jake. No need to be nervous. It's just a routine checkup. Have you noticed any changes or issues with your teeth or gums recently?
Yes, actually. One of my molars has been quite sensitive when I consume cold or hot foods. I've been avoiding that side when eating.
I see. Let's take a closer look. It might be due to a cavity, a receding gum line, or other factors. Do you maintain regular brushing and flossing habits?
I brush twice a day, but, honestly, I don't floss as often as I should.
Flossing is essential for oral health as it removes plaque and food particles from between the teeth. I'll check for any plaque buildup or signs of gingivitis. Meanwhile, have you been using any toothpaste specifically designed for sensitivity?
No, I haven't tried any. Do they help?
They can. These toothpastes contain compounds that help block sensation from the tooth surface to the nerve. They might provide some relief. But first, let's address the root cause of the sensitivity.
Thank you, Dr. Harrison. I'll be more diligent about my dental hygiene.
It's always a good idea. And remember, regular checkups help catch potential issues early. We'll take care of that molar today, Jake.
Example 3. Patterned conversation between a car owner and a mechanic in a car workshop.
Good morning. I've been hearing a strange noise from the rear of my car lately. I'm hoping you can help me figure it out.
Morning, Rachel. Of course, I'll do my best. Can you describe the noise for me? Is it more of a grinding, squeaking, or rattling sound?
It's a consistent squeaking noise, especially when I'm braking. Also, the brake feels a bit softer than usual.
Got it. Sounds like it could be related to the brake pads or rotors. How long has it been since you had them checked or replaced?
It's been over a year, I think. I've been traveling a lot, so I might have overlooked regular maintenance.
No worries. Brakes are a common wear and tear item. I'll get your car on the lift and inspect the brake system. While we're at it, would you like a general checkup as well? We can inspect fluids, tires, and other essential components.
That would be great, Miguel. I'm planning a road trip soon, so I want to make sure everything's in good shape.
Smart move. We'll ensure your car is road ready. Depending on the issue, I can give you an estimate before we proceed with any repairs or replacements.
I appreciate that. How long do you think it will take?
The inspection should take about an hour. If there are any immediate repairs needed, I'll let you know the time frame.
Sounds good. I'll wait in the lounge. Thanks for your help, Miguel.
Anytime, Rachel. We'll get your car sorted.
Example 4 Pattern conversation between a parent and a kindergarten teacher during a parent-teacher meeting.
Hi, Mrs. Robinson. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me today. I'm eager to hear how Lily's been adjusting to kindergarten.
Hello, Grace. It's my pleasure. Lily's been doing wonderfully. She's very engaged during story time and enjoys our art activities.
I'm so glad to hear that. She's always drawing and coloring at home. But I've noticed she sometimes mentions feeling shy during playtime.
Yes, I've observed that too. At times, she's hesitant to join larger groups. However, she's made a close friend in Mia, and they often play together.
That's comforting. I hope she can build more connections as time goes on. How about her learning? Any areas she needs help with?
Lily's quite adept at recognizing shapes and colors. She could benefit from some additional practice with numbers. But it's early in the year, and we'll be focusing on that skill set soon.
I'll try to incorporate more number games at home. How can I support her in feeling more comfortable in group settings?
It's quite common for children to take time adjusting to group dynamics. Encouraging playdates or attending group activities outside school can help. We also have peer buddy programs that pair children together to foster new friendships.
That sounds like a great initiative. I'll discuss it with her and see if she's interested. Thank you for your guidance, Mrs. Robinson.
You're welcome, Grace. It's a team effort between home and school. We're here to support Lily in every way we can.
Example 5. A pattern conversation between a traveler and an airline representative at an airport check-in counter.
Good morning. I'm on the 11:30 flight to Paris. Can I check in and drop off my luggage?
Morning, Alex. Certainly. May I have your passport and booking reference, please?
Here you go. I'd also like to request a window seat if that's available.
Let me check. Yes, we have a window seat available in the aisle 15. Will that work for you?
Perfect, thank you. Oh, and I have a layover in Frankfurt. Will my luggage be transferred automatically, or do I need to pick it up?
Your luggage will be transferred automatically to your final destination in Paris. No need to pick it up during the layover.
That's a relief. Is the flight on schedule?
As of now, the flight is on time. However, I'd recommend keeping an eye on the departure boards and staying close to your gate, especially during peak travel times.
Will do. One last question. I have access to the airline lounge through my credit card. Is there one in this terminal?
Yes, indeed. After security, turn left and walk straight. You'll see signs leading you to the airline lounge. Enjoy your stay there.
Thank you, Sophia. You've been most helpful.
It's my pleasure, Alex. Have a safe and pleasant journey.
Example 6. A patterned conversation between a cat owner and a veterinarian.
Hi, Dr. Foster. I've been concerned about Whiskers. He's been lethargic the past few days and hasn't been eating well.
Hello, Nina. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on. Can you tell me if Whiskers has had any changes in his drinking habits, or if you've noticed any vomiting or diarrhea?
He's been drinking more water than usual. No vomiting, but I did notice his litter was a bit softer yesterday.
I see. Have there been any recent changes in his environment or diet?
Well, I recently switched to a new brand of cat food. Could that be causing it?
It's possible. Sometimes cats can have a sensitive reaction to a new type of food. However, the increased thirst might indicate something else going on as well. We'll need to run some tests to be sure.
Of course, I just want to make sure he's okay.
I understand. We'll start with a blood test to check his kidney and liver function, as well as blood sugar levels. We'll also take a urine sample. Depending on the results, we might need further diagnostics.
All right. How soon can I expect the results?
The initial tests should be back later today or tomorrow morning. I'll give you a call as soon as we have them. In the meantime, it might be a good idea to switch back to the old food and monitor any changes.
I'll do that. Thank you, Dr. Foster. I hope it's nothing serious.
We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it, Nina. Whiskers is in good hands.
Example 7. A patterned conversation between a hotel guest and the hotel's front desk regarding an unclean room.
Excuse me, I checked into room 312 about half an hour ago, and it seems the room hasn't been cleaned properly.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Jordan. Can you please specify what issues you encountered?
The trash bin hasn't been emptied, there are stains on the sheets, and the bathroom looks like it hasn't been touched. It's not the standard I was expecting.
I sincerely apologize for the oversight. This is certainly not the experience we want our guests to have. I'll address this immediately. Would you prefer we clean the room right away, or would you like to be moved to a different room?
I'd prefer a different room, if available. I have a meeting in an hour and don't have the time to wait for the room to be cleaned.
I understand. Let me check our availability. Great news, we have a room available on the same floor. I can offer you room 318. It's a slight upgrade at no additional charge for the inconvenience.
Thank you, Aria. I appreciate the prompt response. Can I get the keys to the new room now?
Absolutely. Here you go. Hands over the keys, and once again, I apologize for the inconvenience. We'll ensure room 312 is addressed immediately. Please let us know if there's anything else we can assist you with.
Will do. Thanks for handling this professionally.
It's our duty to ensure our guests have a pleasant stay. Enjoy your time here, Jordan.
Example 8. A patterned conversation between a witness, Ella, and a 911 dispatcher after seeing an accident on the road.
Hi, I just witnessed a car accident on Elm Street near the intersection with Fifth Avenue. We need an ambulance and the police here.
Thank you for calling. I'll send help right away. Can you tell me how many vehicles are involved?
There are 2 cars. One of them is flipped on its side.
Are you at a safe distance from the accident?
Yes, I pulled over to the side and I'm staying inside my car.
Good. Can you see if anyone is injured or if they are out of their vehicles?
I see a woman from one car. She's out and seems dazed but is walking. The other car's driver is still inside, but I can't tell their condition.
Stay on the line with me until help arrives. Do not approach the vehicles, especially since one is flipped. We want to ensure your safety as well.
Understood. Oh, I see some smoke coming out of the flipped car.
Thank you for letting me know. I've relayed the information. Firefighters will be dispatched as well. Please ensure you're at a safe distance.
I will. Thank you. I hope they get here quickly.
They're on their way. Thank you for reporting this. You've been very helpful.
Example 9. A pattern conversation between a customer and a bank representative about opening a new bank account.
Good morning. I'm interested in opening a new bank account. Can you guide me through the process and options?
Good morning, Liam. Of course, I'd be happy to assist. First, are you looking for a checking account, a savings account, or perhaps both?
I'm thinking of both. I'd like a checking account for daily expenses and a savings account with a decent interest rate.
Great choice. For the checking account, we have our easy access account with no monthly fees if you maintain a minimum balance. It comes with a free debit card, online banking, and mobile banking capabilities. For the savings account, we offer our Gross Saver, which has a competitive interest rate and bonuses for not making withdrawals in a month.
Sounds good. Are there any charges or fees I should be aware of?
For the easy access checking account, there's a small fee if your balance drops below the minimum requirement. For the Gross Saver, there's no fee unless you exceed more than 3 withdrawals in a month. Full details are in the brochures here.
All right, let's proceed. What documents do you need from me?
To open an account, we'll need a valid ID, proof of address like a utility bill or lease, and your social security number or tax ID. If you have those with you, we can start the process today.
Perfect. I have everything with me.
Wonderful. Let's get started then. Once we set up your accounts, I'll guide you through our online and mobile banking features as well.
Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate your help.
It's my pleasure, Liam. Welcome to Bank Name. We're happy to have you with us.
Example 10. A patterned conversation between a police officer and a driver who has been pulled over for a traffic violation, only to reveal that she's driving without a license.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I pulled you over because you failed to stop at that last stop sign. Can I see your driver's license and registration, please?
I'm really sorry, officer. I was distracted and didn't notice. Regarding the license, I don't have one on me.
You don't have it on you, or you don't have a license at all?
To be honest, Officer Daniels, I don't have a license at all.
Driving without a license is a serious offense. Why are you driving without one?
I know it's wrong, and I shouldn't have done it. My brother had a medical emergency, and I panicked. I took the car to get him to the hospital faster.
I understand emergencies, but you could have called an ambulance or asked for help. Driving without a license puts you and others on the road at risk. I'll need to see your registration and proof of insurance.
Here's the registration and insurance card. I know I messed up. I just didn't know what else to do.
Thank you. Please wait here while I check these documents and decide on the next steps. Ma'am, due to the gravity of the offense, I have no choice but to issue you a citation for driving without a license and failing to stop at a stop sign. You'll need to appear in court, and I advise you to have legal representation. I also cannot allow you to continue driving. You'll need to call someone with a valid license to pick you up.
I understand, officer. I'm really sorry for all the trouble. I'll make the call now.
I appreciate your cooperation, Mia. In the future, please remember that the rules are in place for everyone's safety. Emergencies can be stressful, but it's important to handle them legally and safely.
English conversation.
Example 1. A pattern conversation between a potential renter and a property manager about renting an apartment.
Hi Carlos, I saw the listing online for the two-bedroom apartment on Maple Street. Is it still available?
Hello, Sophia. Yes, it's still available. Would you like to schedule a viewing?
I would, but first, can you tell me a bit more about the amenities and the lease terms?
Of course. The apartment comes with central heating and air conditioning, in-unit laundry, and a private balcony. The building has a fitness center, a rooftop garden, and 24-hour security. As for the lease, we typically go for a 1-year lease, but we can discuss shorter terms if needed.
That sounds great. What's included in the rent?
The monthly rent covers water and garbage disposal. Gas and electricity are separate and billed based on usage.
Got it. How about parking?
The apartment comes with one reserved parking spot in our underground garage. If you need additional parking, that can be arranged for a monthly fee.
All right. And are pets allowed?
We're pet-friendly, but there are certain restrictions on breeds and sizes for dogs. There's also a one-time pet deposit.
I see. I'm definitely interested. Can we schedule a viewing for tomorrow afternoon?
Absolutely. How about 3 p.m.?
Perfect. I'll be there.
Great, Sophia. I'll have everything ready for you to see. If you decide to move forward, I'll have the application and lease details for you to review.
Sounds good. Thank you, Carlos. I'll see you tomorrow.
You're welcome. Have a good day, and I look forward to showing you the apartment.
Example 2. A patterned conversation between a building employee making an announcement over the intercom system and the building's occupants after detecting a fire in the building.
Attention all building occupants. We have detected a fire in the building. This is not a drill. Please remain calm and evacuate immediately using the nearest exit. Do not use elevators.
Come on, everyone, let's not waste any time. Leave everything and head to the stairs.
Right behind you, Sarah. Does anyone remember the fire assembly point?
It's the parking lot across the street, away from the building.
Can someone make sure we don't leave anyone behind?
Let's do a quick head count now and once we're outside. Make sure you assist anyone who needs help.
I saw the smoke on the floor above us. Everyone, please stay low if you find smoke in the stairwell.
Once we're out, we should inform the firefighters if anyone is missing or if there are people with mobility issues on certain floors.
Agreed. And let's stay together once outside so we can account for everyone.
Example 3. A patterned conversation between a stranded driver and a representative from a roadside assistance service.
Hi, I'm with Roadside Assistance Provider, and my car just broke down on Highway 40 near the Elm Street exit. Can you help?
Absolutely, Emma. I'm sorry to hear about your situation. First things first, are you in a safe location, away from moving traffic?
Yes, I managed to pull off to the shoulder, and I'm inside the car with the hazard lights on.
Good to hear. Can you describe what happened or any signs the car showed before it stopped?
It started making a weird clunking noise, and then the engine light came on. Soon after, the car just lost power and coasted to a stop.
Thank you for the details. We'll dispatch a service vehicle to your location. In the meantime, stay in your car if it's safe to do so, especially if it's a busy highway. If you feel it's unsafe, stand away from the road, behind any barriers if they're available.
Okay, got it. How long do you think it'll take for them to get here?
Given your location, it should be within the next 30 minutes. I'll also notify them about the engine light and the noise, so they have an idea before they arrive.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem, Emma. We're here to help. Once the technician is there, they'll assess whether the car can be fixed on the spot or if it needs towing. In the meantime, stay safe, and feel free to call back if you have any concerns or if the situation changes.
Will do. Thanks again.
Example 4. A patterned conversation between a customer looking to buy a new computer and a salesperson at a computer store.
Excuse me, I'm interested in buying a new computer. Can you help me out?
Of course. Do you have a specific type or model in mind, or are you just starting to look around?
I'm a bit overwhelmed, to be honest. I need something that's good for both work and some light gaming. Not too bulky, preferably. I'm a bit overwhelmed, to be honest. I need something that's good for both work and some light gaming. Not too bulky, preferably.
All right, based on what you're describing, you might be interested in a high-performance laptop. They're versatile, portable, and can handle work tasks and gaming. We have several models here. Do you have a brand preference?
I've always used Dell, but I'm open to other suggestions.
Dell is great. We have the latest Dell XPS here, which is known for its performance and sleek design. But if you're open to suggestions, the Apple MacBook Pro and the Lenovo Yoga series are also quite popular for the purposes you mentioned.
How about the storage and RAM? I'll be handling large files, so that's a concern.
Good question. The Dell XPS I mentioned has a base model with 16 GB RAM and a 512 GB SSD. But there are upgraded models with 32 GB RAM and 1 TB or even 2 TB SSDs if you need more space and power.
That sounds good. Can I see the Dell XPS and the Lenovo Yoga?
Absolutely. Let me show you both models, and you can get a feel for them. I'll also provide a side-by-side comparison of their specs to help you make an informed decision.
Thank you, Evan. I appreciate the guidance.
Not a problem, Mia. That's what I'm here for. Let's take a look.
Example 5. A patterned conversation between a worried cardholder and a bank representative about blocking a lost credit card.
Hi, I believe I've lost my credit card and I need to block it immediately.
I'm sorry to hear that, Sophie. Let's take care of that right away. Can you please provide me with the last 4 digits of your lost card for verification?
Sure, it's 1234.
Thank you. Just for added security, can you also provide your date of birth and the name of your first pet?
It's March 5th, 1990, and my first pet's name was Fluffy.
Thank you for verifying, Sophie. I've located your account. I'll go ahead and block your lost card to prevent any unauthorized transactions. Would you also like me to order a replacement card for you?
Yes, please. How long will it take to arrive?
The replacement card typically arrives within 5 to 7 business days. In the meantime, if you suspect any unauthorized transactions or notice anything unusual, please let us know immediately.
I will. Thank you so much, Jason. I was really worried.
It's understandable, Sophie. I'm glad you reached out promptly. Your account's security is our priority. If you have any other questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to ask.
Will do. Thanks again.
You're welcome, Sophie. Stay safe and take care.
Example 6. A patterned conversation between a prospective dog adopter, Taylor, and a representative, Jamie, from an animal shelter.
Hello, I'm interested in adopting a dog. Can you guide me through the process?
Of course, Taylor. We're thrilled you're considering adoption. First, do you have a specific type or age of dog in mind, or are you open to meeting a few to see who you connect with?
I'm somewhat open, but I'd prefer a medium-sized dog, perhaps one that's a little older and more calm. Puppies can be a handful.
They certainly can be. We have a few older dogs that are looking for their forever homes. They're often overlooked in favor of puppies, so it's wonderful you're considering them.
That's what I heard. Older dogs need love too.
Absolutely. So, our adoption process usually starts with a meet and greet. You can come in, interact with a few dogs, and see who you bond with. After that, we have an adoption form for you to fill out. It covers basic questions about your living situation, experience with pets, and preferences.
Sounds straightforward. What about fees?
Our adoption fee for dogs is $150, which covers vaccinations, spaying or neutering, a basic health check, and a microchip. It also helps us continue our rescue and care efforts.
That seems reasonable. And once I choose a dog and complete the form, is there a waiting period?
There's typically a short waiting period, as we do a quick home check to ensure the environment is safe for the dog. Once that's done and everything looks good, you can take your new family member home.
Wonderful. I'll come in tomorrow for the meet and greet. Thank you, Jamie.
You're welcome, Taylor. We look forward to seeing you and helping you find your perfect match.
Example 7. A patterned conversation between a customs officer, Luis, and a suspicious traveler, Derek, at an international airport.
Good afternoon, sir. Can I please see your passport and declaration form?
Oh, sure.
Thank you. So, Mr. Derek, what's the purpose of your visit?
Just tourism. I've always wanted to see the sights here.
And how long do you plan on staying?
Just a week.
That's a pretty big bag for a week-long trip. May I inspect its contents?
Sure, but it's just clothes and personal stuff.
Sir, this bottom seems a bit off. Mind if I take a closer look?
I think that's just how the bag is designed.
Pressing gently, he notices the discrepancy and carefully pries it open to reveal a hidden compartment with suspicious packets. What's this, Mr. Derek?
I don't know how that got there. I swear.
Speaking into his radio, I need assistance at checkpoint 3. Possible smuggling incident.
This is a mistake. Those aren't mine.
You'll need to come with me, sir. We'll conduct a thorough search and have a longer discussion in our inspection room.
Example 8. A patterned conversation between a buyer, Riley, and a private seller, Sam, about purchasing a used car.
Hi, I'm here about the 2015 Honda Civic you have listed. Is it still available?
Yes, it is. You must be Riley. Nice to meet you. Here's the car right over here.
Great. It looks just like in the photos. Can you tell me more about its history?
Sure. I'm the second owner. I bought it about 2 years ago. It's mostly been used for city driving, and it's got a clean history, no accidents.
Sounds good. What about maintenance? Have you kept up with regular services?
Absolutely. I've always had it serviced at the dealership. Here are all the service records. I just had the oil changed and brakes checked last month.
Nice. How about mileage? And have you noticed any issues or anything I should know about?
It's just over 80,000 miles. As for issues, nothing major. But the air conditioning does take a minute to really get cold, especially on super hot days.
All right. Mind if I take it for a test drive?
Not at all. Here are the keys. I just need to see your driver's license first, for my peace of mind.
Of course. Understandable. Drive smoothly. I'm interested. You have it listed for $8,500. Is there any room for negotiation?
I believe it's fairly priced given its condition and history, but I'm open to reasonable offers.
Would you consider $8,000?
How about we meet in the middle at $8,250?
Deal. I'll have my mechanic take a look first, and if everything checks out, we can move forward with the paperwork.
Sounds good to me. Let's set that up.
Example 9. A patterned conversation between Alex, a passerby, and Brian, a drunk man, outside a bar.
Hey you. Yeah you. Come over here.
Can I help you?
You think you're better than me? Huh.
No, I don't think that. I'm just trying to get home. Is there something you need?
No one understands you know? It's just hard.
I understand that things can get tough. Maybe it's best if you sit down and have some water.
You don't know me. Why is everyone always judging?
I'm not here to judge. I'm sure you have your reasons. Just want to make sure you're okay.
You're all right. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have bothered you.
It's okay. Maybe call a friend or a cab to get you home safely.
Yeah, maybe I will. Thanks.
Take care, okay?
Example 10. A patterned conversation between Emma, who's just awakened in a hospital, and Dr. Patel, her attending physician.
Where am I?
Good morning, Emma. You're in City Hospital. My name is Dr. Patel. How are you feeling?
I'm confused. My head hurts. What happened?
You were in a car accident a couple of days ago. You suffered a mild concussion, among other injuries, which is why you might be feeling disoriented.
A car accident? I don't remember. Was anyone else with me?
According to the police report, you were alone in the car. They believe another vehicle ran a red light and hit you. Thankfully, the airbags deployed, and you were wearing your seatbelt, which prevented more severe injuries.
Oh my family. Do they know?
Yes, they've been informed and have been here to visit you. They just stepped out for a break. I'm sure they'll be back soon.
I need to see them.
It's all right, Emma. We'll call them in shortly. I know it's a lot to take in. For now, try to stay calm and rest. You've been through a traumatic event.
I can't believe this. Thank you, Dr. Patel. I just want to understand everything.
Of course, and we're here to help you through this. We'll go over everything in more detail when you're feeling up to it. For now, try to rest, and I'll get your family for you.
English conversation.
Example 1. A patterned conversation between Jordan, a new employee, and Casey, their team leader, on Jordan's first day at a new job.
This place is bigger than I expected.
Jordan? Hi, I'm Casey, your team leader. Welcome aboard.
Thanks, Casey. I'm excited to get started. Just feeling those first day jitters.
Completely normal. We've all been there. Let me give you a quick tour, introduce you to the team, and get you set up. How's that sound?
Sounds perfect.
Great. Over here we have the break room. Feel free to help yourself to coffee, tea, or anything in the fridge. Just remember to label your food.
Noted. Thanks.
And here's our team area. Everyone, meet Jordan, our newest member.
Hey Jordan. Welcome.
Hi everyone. Looking forward to working with you all.
And this is your desk right here. We've got your computer all set up, and HR should be sending over some onboarding materials shortly.
Great, thanks. Do we have any team meetings or orientations today?
We have a team huddle at 10 a.m. every morning. Today, we'll introduce you and give a quick overview of our current projects. There's also a new hire orientation at 2 p.m. with HR. They'll go over company policies, benefits, and all the administrative stuff.
Sounds good. Anything I should prepare or bring?
Just yourself and any questions you might have. We're here to help, so don't hesitate to ask anything. Remember, Everyone wants you to succeed.
I appreciate that. Thanks for making this process smooth, Casey.
Of course. Welcome to the team, Jordan. Let's make it a great first day.
Example 2. A patterned conversation between Jamie, who's interested in asking Alex out, and Alex, who's met Jamie a few times at social gatherings.
Hey Alex. Great seeing you again at Ryan's party last weekend.
Oh, hey Jamie. Yeah, it was a fun night. I really enjoyed our conversation about traveling.
Me too. You have such fascinating stories from your trips. I'd love to hear more. Maybe over coffee or dinner, if you're up for it.
Oh. Well, thanks. I've enjoyed our chats as well. Sure, coffee sounds good. When were you thinking?
How about this Saturday? There's this cozy little cafe downtown that makes the best cappuccinos.
Sounds delightful. Saturday works for me. What time?
How about 3 p.m.? It's usually quiet around that time, perfect for conversations.
Sounds great. I'll see you then. And thanks for asking, Jamie. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too, Alex. I'm glad you said yes. See you Saturday.
Example 3. A patterned conversation between Taylor, a shopper, and Morgan, a store associate, in a clothing store.
Excuse me, do you have this shirt in a medium?
Let me check for you. It seems we don't have it out here, but let me check the back stock for you.
Thank you, I'd appreciate that.
Good news. I found one in medium for you.
Oh, perfect. Thanks for checking. I also wanted to ask if you have any new arrivals in jackets?
Yes, we do. We've just received our fall collection. It's right over there on the left. Would you like some recommendations?
That'd be great.
Based on that shirt you've picked, I think you might like this trench coat here and this bomber jacket. They're both very popular this season.
I love this bomber jacket. I'll try both of these on. Where are the fitting rooms?
Right this way, just around that corner. I'll start a room for you.
I think I'll take the shirt and the bomber jacket. The trench wasn't the right fit for me.
No problem. I'm glad you found something you liked. I'll meet you at the counter to ring these up.
Thanks for your help, Morgan. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Taylor. Enjoy your new purchases.
Example 4. A patterned conversation between Chris and Jordan, a couple who've just finished dinner.
I cooked dinner tonight. Could you please do the dishes?
I had a really long day at work. Can we just do them in the morning?
This is the third time this week we've left them overnight. It's so much harder to clean dried food, and it attracts pests.
I get that, but you know I've been swamped with my project. It feels like you're not considering how tiring my days have been.
I understand you're tired, but so am I. We need to share responsibilities. It's not fair if one person keeps bearing the brunt.
I'm not saying I won't do them. Just, not right now. Maybe after I've rested a bit?
I'd be okay with that. But please don't leave them overnight. Last time we did, I ended up doing them in the morning rush, and it wasn't pleasant.
Okay, I promise I'll do them before bed. Thanks for understanding.
And thank you for agreeing to do them. Maybe we can figure out a more sustainable dish cleaning schedule or even cook together, so the work feels less burdensome?
That sounds like a good idea. Let's discuss it over the weekend.
Example 5. A patterned conversation between Riley, who's moving to a new apartment, and Alex, their friend whom Riley is asking for help.
Hey Alex, hope you're well. I've got some news.
Hey Riley. What's up?
I'm moving to that new apartment complex downtown next weekend. I'm pretty excited but also a bit overwhelmed with all the packing and moving.
Oh wow, congrats. Moving is always a mix of excitement and stress. Do you need any help?
Thanks for offering. Actually, I was wondering if you might be free next Saturday to help with the big move? I'll provide pizza and drinks, of course.
Count me in. I can bring my van too. It should help with moving some of the larger items.
That would be amazing, thank you so much. I'm trying to be organized, so I'll make sure most things are boxed up before you arrive.
Sounds like a plan. Let's start early so we can get the majority done in the morning. How's 9 a.m.?
9 a.m. works perfectly. I really appreciate this, Alex.
No problem, Riley. We're friends, and that's what friends do. Plus, I can't pass up on pizza.
I knew the pizza would be a solid lure. I'll see you next Saturday then.
See you then. And congrats again on the new place.
Example 6. A pattern conversation between Alex, who has just realized their luggage is missing from the train, and Casey, a train attendant.
Excuse me, I can't seem to find my suitcase. I think it might have been stolen.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Can you describe the suitcase?
It's a large blue suitcase with a red ribbon tied to the handle. I kept it in the luggage compartment near the doors, but I just checked and it's gone.
Okay, first things first, don't panic. Let me inform my colleagues so they can check if anyone has seen it in other compartments, or if it was mistakenly taken by another passenger.
Thank you. I'm just really worried. It had all my essentials, including my medications.
I completely understand. Let's fill out a missing luggage report. It'll help if we need to escalate the situation. Do you remember seeing anyone suspicious near the luggage area?
I did see a man hovering around there a while ago. He had a gray hoodie on. I didn't think much of it at the time.
All right, I'll note that down. We also have CCTV cameras on board, so if the luggage was indeed stolen, we should have it on video.
I appreciate your help, Casey. I just hope it was an honest mistake and someone will return it.
It's possible someone took it by accident, thinking it was theirs. It happens more often than you'd think. In the meantime, please make sure you have all your other belongings with you.
I will, thank you.
Hang tight, Alex. We'll do our best to locate your suitcase.
Example 7. A patterned conversation between Ava, who has just discovered she's pregnant, and Liam, her partner.
Hey, Liam, can we sit down and talk about something important?
Of course. You seem serious. Is everything okay?
I just took a pregnancy test, and it's positive. I'm pregnant.
Oh wow. That's unexpected.
Believe me, I was as surprised as you are. I thought it was just stress making me feel off, but then I missed my period and decided to take the test.
How are you feeling about this?
I'm overwhelmed. A mix of emotions, really. Scared, anxious, but somewhere deep down, a bit excited too. It's a lot to process.
I can imagine. I'm feeling the same. We didn't plan this, and it's a huge change. But we'll figure it out together.
I was worried about how you'd react. I know it's a lot to take in.
It is. But I'm here, and we'll navigate this together, no matter what. Do you? Do you want to keep the baby?
I've been thinking about it, and I believe I do. But I also want to know how you feel. It's a decision we need to make together.
I appreciate you involving me. Let's take a few days to let this sink in, talk more, and then decide what's best for us and our future.
That sounds like a plan. Thank you, Liam, for being understanding.
And thank you for being brave enough to tell me. We've always faced challenges together, and we'll face this one too.
Example 8. Interview between a farm manager and a prospective farm worker.
Good morning, Jamie. I appreciate you coming in for this interview. Let's dive right in. Tell me, what interests you about working on a farm?
Good morning, Mr. Turner. I've always had a deep respect for the work that goes into farming. It's not just about tilling the soil and planting, it's about understanding the land, the weather, and the crops. I find it fulfilling to see the tangible results of hard work.
That's a good perspective. Do you have any prior experience in farming or agriculture?
Yes, I worked on a smaller farm for about 2 years. My responsibilities included feeding the livestock, maintaining the equipment, and assisting with the planting and harvest seasons.
Excellent. What prompted you to leave your previous position and apply here?
While I enjoyed my time there and learned a lot, I'm looking for a place where I can grow and take on more responsibilities. I've heard about the innovative practices at this farm, and I'd love to be a part of a team that's always pushing boundaries.
I appreciate that. Farming can be unpredictable with long hours, especially during planting and harvest seasons. How do you handle stress and unforeseen challenges?
I've learned that in farming, adaptability is key. When faced with challenges, I focus on what I can control and look for solutions. I believe in effective communication and teamwork to get through tough times.
That's a valuable trait. What machinery or tools are you comfortable operating?
I can operate tractors, plows, and harvesters. I'm also familiar with irrigation systems and basic farm tools. I always prioritize safety and ensure regular maintenance of any equipment I use.
Great. How do you feel about learning new methods or technologies that we might introduce here?
I'm always eager to learn. New methods and technologies can make our work more efficient and sustainable. If there are training sessions or resources available, I'd definitely dive in.
That's the spirit we appreciate here. Lastly, what do you think you'd bring to our team?
I'm a dedicated worker and quick learner. I genuinely care about the environment and believe in sustainable farming practices. I hope to bring my hands-on experience, passion for agriculture, and team spirit to contribute positively to this farm.
Thank you for sharing, Jamie. We'll be in touch soon.
Thank you for considering me, Mr. Turner. I look forward to the possibility of working here.
Example 9. A patterned conversation between Alex and Jordan while they're preparing dinner.
I'm so glad we decided to cook at home tonight. Going out to eat is nice, but there's something special about preparing a meal together.
I totally agree. It's therapeutic in a way. And I think this recipe you found for the creamy tomato soup sounds delicious.
I hope it turns out well. I saw it on that cooking blog we like. Apparently, it's a hit with their readers. Need any help with the pot?
I think I've got this under control. But could you pass the salt?
Sure thing. By the way, did you hear from your sister today?
Yeah, she called earlier. They're doing great, and the kids are excited for our visit next weekend. She's hoping we can teach her this recipe if it turns out well.
Oh, that's lovely. I'll make sure to save it. Speaking of visits, do you think we should invite Ryan and Sam for dinner next week?
That sounds like a great idea. It's been a while since we caught up. Plus, Sam mentioned she wanted to try more homemade meals. Maybe we could have a little cooking evening with them.
Perfect. I'll text them later and set it up. By the way, this bell pepper seems a bit off. Should we skip it?
Let me see. Yeah, let's skip it. We have enough veggies already. By the way, do we have garlic bread?
We do. I got some from the bakery today. Should I pop it in the oven now?
Please do. Nothing like fresh garlic bread with tomato soup.
Agreed. Oh, and can you believe it's almost the weekend again? Time flies.
Seriously. But I love our little routines. Makes weekdays something to look forward to as well.
True. Especially moments like these. Cooking, chatting, just being together.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Example 10. A pattern conversation between a customer, named Casey, and a customer service representative, named Taylor, for a broken phone claim.
Hi, my name is Casey Smith, and I'd like to file a claim for my broken phone.
Hello, Casey. I'm sorry to hear that. Can you provide me with your policy or account number so I can pull up your details?
Sure, it's ABC 123456.
Thank you, Casey. I've got your details here. Can you describe what happened to the phone?
Yes, I accidentally dropped it while getting out of my car yesterday. The screen shattered, and it's not turning on anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. Accidents happen. We'll certainly assist you with the claim process. Can you confirm if you've tried charging the phone or performing any troubleshooting?
Yes, I tried charging it overnight, but there's no response. I also attempted a hard reset, but that didn't work either.
Thank you for confirming. Now, in order to process the claim, we'll need a few more details. Did the incident happen within the coverage area specified in your policy?
Yes, it happened right outside my house.
Great. We'll also need some photos of the damaged phone, especially the screen area, and a brief description of how the incident occurred. You can upload these directly through our mobile app or website.
All right, I can do that. How long does the claim process usually take?
Once we receive the necessary documents and photos, it typically takes 3 to 5 business days for the claim to be reviewed. If approved, we'll provide you with the next steps, which could be a repair or a replacement, based on your policy terms.
Sounds good. One last question. Is there a deductible for the repair or replacement?
Yes, there is a deductible based on your policy. For a situation like yours, it would be $50. This would be payable upon approval of the claim, and before we proceed with the repair or replacement.
All right, thank you, Taylor. I appreciate the help.
You're welcome, Casey. We're here to help. Once you upload the documents, we'll get the process started. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out.
Example 1. A patterned conversation between an employee, named Jordan, and their manager, named Alex, where Jordan is reporting a sudden trip and requesting a day off.
Hey Alex, do you have a moment?
Of course, Jordan. What's up?
I received some unexpected news last night. I need to take an unplanned trip out of town and was hoping to request tomorrow off to handle it. I understand it's short notice, and I apologize for that.
Oh, I hope everything's okay. Is it a family emergency?
Yes, it's a family matter. My grandmother isn't doing well, and I want to visit her while I still can. I hope you understand.
I'm truly sorry to hear that, Jordan. Family always comes first. Of course, you can take tomorrow off. And if you need more time, just let me know.
Thank you so much, Alex. I genuinely appreciate your understanding. I'll ensure that my tasks for tomorrow are either completed by today or delegated so that it doesn't disrupt the team's workflow.
That's thoughtful of you. But right now, focus on your family. We can handle things here. Take the time you need and keep me posted.
Thanks, Alex. It means a lot. I'll drop you an email with the details of my leave and keep you updated.
Please do. Take care, and if there's anything you need, don't hesitate to reach out.
Example 2. A patterned conversation between a couple named Mia and Leo as they discuss and decide on a contemporary vacation.
I think this year, we should do something different for our vacation, Leo. How about we go for something more modern, less traditional?
You mean like a digital detox retreat or an eco-friendly resort?
Exactly. I've been reading a lot about sustainable travel. There's this eco-resort in Costa Rica that offers yoga, farm-to-table meals, and even treehouse lodgings.
That sounds interesting. But I also saw this place in Japan, an entire hotel run by robots. It's futuristic and very tech-driven.
Wow, that's the complete opposite of the eco-resort. But it does sound unique. Still, I was hoping for something more relaxing and connected to nature.
Fair point. How about a compromise? We could spend a few days in a city exploring modern architecture, art installations, and tech-driven experiences, and then head to a natural retreat to wind down.
I like that idea. So maybe Tokyo for the tech and then Bali for an eco-friendly beach retreat?
Perfect combination. Tokyo has been on my bucket list for so long, especially with its mix of the ultra-modern and the traditional. And after that urban experience, Bali's tranquility would be the perfect counterbalance.
It's settled then. I'll start looking into flights and accommodations. Oh, and let's travel light this time. I read about these new apps that let you rent outfits at your destination. So no need to carry a big suitcase.
Contemporary travel with a touch of sustainability and tech savviness. I'm all in.
Example 3. A patterned conversation between two neighbors, named Emily and Jack, where Emily has noticed a suspicious activity at another neighbor's home and decides to discuss it with Jack and report it.
Jack, hey. Have you seen that unfamiliar car parked near Mrs. Thompson's house? I noticed someone looking around her windows and trying the back door.
Really? No, I haven't seen that. Are you sure it wasn't just a delivery person or someone she knows?
I thought so at first, but they looked really suspicious. They kept glancing around to see if anyone was watching. I took a photo of the car and its license plate just in case.
Good thinking. Mrs. Thompson mentioned she's visiting her daughter this weekend. We should definitely report this.
I think so too. I was about to call the non-emergency police line. Better safe than sorry, right?
Absolutely. And while you do that, I'll keep an eye out from my window. Maybe we should also inform a few other neighbors to be on the lookout.
Agreed. I'll call the police and then send a message in our neighborhood group chat. Thanks, Jack. I just want everyone to be safe.
No worries, Emily. We look out for each other here. Let me know if the police need any additional information or statements.
Example 4. A patterned conversation between two parents, named Sarah and Mark, as they discuss the challenges and nuances of raising teenagers.
Mark, I swear, raising teens is like trying to nail jelly to a wall. Just when I think I've figured out Katie, she throws another curveball.
Oh, I feel you. Remember last week when Jake got upset because I asked about his day? Apparently, I was prying too much.
It's like walking on eggshells. I want to be there for Katie, especially with all the peer pressure and challenges teens face nowadays, but I don't want to be too invasive.
It's a tough balance. On one hand, we need to let them grow and learn from their mistakes. On the other, we don't want them to feel alone or unsupported.
Exactly. And the whole social media thing doesn't help. Katie's constantly comparing herself to others, and it's affecting her self-esteem.
Jake's the same. I've been thinking about suggesting a digital detox weekend for the whole family. Maybe go on a short trip, just us, nature, and no devices.
That sounds great. We should try to engage them in more real-life experiences. Plus, I've read that communication is key. Maybe we need to schedule regular family talks where they feel safe to share anything without judgment.
I agree. Setting up a safe space for open dialogue can make a huge difference. And we need to remind ourselves to listen more, even if we don't always agree or understand their perspective.
You're right. Teens are just trying to find their way, and they need to know we're on their side. We should also consider joining some parenting workshops. It's always good to get new strategies and hear from experts.
Definitely a good idea. Let's face it, parenting doesn't come with a manual. But together, and with a little guidance, I think we can navigate these turbulent teenage years.
Example 5: a pattern conversation between two teenagers named Zoe and Max as they discuss the ways their parents can be annoying.
Oh, Max, you won't believe what my mom did yesterday. She barged into my room without knocking again.
Seriously? Mine did that last week. I mean, is privacy a foreign concept to them or what?
Tell me about it. And the worst part is, she always says, "It's my house, I don't need to knock." But it's my room.
Oh, the classic "my house" card. Got that too. And my dad? He constantly goes through my phone. I get they're concerned, but I feel so invaded.
I can't even imagine. My parents keep nagging about my grades, as if I'm not stressed enough about them. It's like they think constantly talking about it will magically make them better.
Oh, the grade talk. Been there. And don't even get me started on the "when I was your age" stories. I swear I've heard my dad's high school stories a million times.
Oh yeah, the golden age stories. My mom thinks everything was better back in her day, and that social media is ruining our generation.
Exactly. And if I hear "you kids have it so easy these days" one more time, I might just lose it. They don't get the kind of pressures we have now.
Totally. But amidst all the annoyances, I think they're just trying to connect or look out for us in their own, weird parent-wise way.
Yeah, I get that. I just wish they'd try to see things from our perspective too sometimes. Communication goes both ways, right?
Absolutely. Maybe we should talk to them about it. Calmly express how we feel.
Worth a shot. I mean, the worst that could happen is another "when I was your age" story, right?
True that.
Example 6. A patterned conversation between a first-time jumper named Alex and a parachute instructor named Casey before the big jump.
Hey there, Alex. I'm Casey, your tandem instructor for today. How are you feeling about your first jump?
Hey, Casey. I won't lie, I'm a mix of excitement and sheer terror right now.
That's a pretty standard response. But don't worry, you're in good hands. Before we jump, let's go over some basics. Have you gone through the orientation video?
Yes, I did. It was informative, but I'll admit, everything feels like a blur right now.
That's okay. We'll review the important bits now. First, remember we're jumping tandem. I'll be strapped to you, and I've got over 2,000 jumps under my belt, so you're with an old pro. When we exit the aircraft, just remember to arch your back, keep your chin up, and let me handle the rest.
Got it. Arch and chin up. How long will we be free falling?
We'll free fall for about a minute before I deploy the parachute. Once the chute is open, we'll glide for around 5 to 7 minutes, giving you a nice scenic view before we land.
And, how safe is this?
Great question. Skydiving, like any sport, has its risks. But with proper training, equipment checks, and following guidelines, it's relatively safe. Plus, you'll have a backup parachute, and all our gear is regularly inspected and maintained.
That's reassuring. Is there anything I should do or avoid during the jump?
Just remember to relax and breathe. Panicking doesn't help, and trust me, once you're in the air, it's a feeling like no other. When we're coming in for the landing, I'll tell you to lift your legs, making our landing smoother.
All right, I think I can manage that. Thanks, Casey.
Anytime. And remember, skydiving is about enjoying the moment. It'll be an experience you'll never forget. Ready to suit up?
As ready as I'll ever be. Let's do this.
Example 7. A pattern conversation between a pregnant woman, named Lisa, and her partner, named James, as they discuss their final preparations before their baby's arrival.
Okay, so I've installed the car seat and made sure it's secure. We've got the hospital bag packed. Anything else we're missing?
I think we've covered most of it. Did you pack the charger, some snacks, and the camera?
Yep, all in the bag. And I've also put in that special blanket your mom knitted for the baby.
Perfect. Did you confirm with my sister about looking after Bella, our cat, while we're at the hospital?
I did. She'll be over the day we head to the hospital, and she's even bringing some frozen meals for us for when we get back.
Oh, that's thoughtful of her. What about the birthing plan? Did you discuss it with Dr. Adams?
Yes, she's got a copy, and I have one in the bag as well. We've noted your preferences, but remember, things might not go exactly to plan, and that's okay.
I know, I'm trying to keep an open mind. I'm just nervous, I guess. Everything's about to change.
It's okay to be nervous. I am too. But we've prepared as best as we can. We've got each other, and we're about to meet our little one. It's going to be an amazing journey.
Thanks, James. I'm glad we're in this together. Just a few more things to set up in the nursery, and then I think we're ready.
Oh, speaking of the nursery, I set up the crib mobile and baby monitor. And the diapers and wipes are all stocked up.
You're amazing. One last thing, let's make sure our phones are always charged, just in case. I don't want any surprises, especially if I go into labor in the middle of the night.
Absolutely. Chargers in every room. We've got this, Lisa.
We do. Here's to our next big adventure.
Example 8. A patterned conversation between a homeowner named Emma and a construction worker named Mike, who specializes in painting.
Hi Mike, thanks for coming over. I've been looking to freshen up this place a bit. Before we begin, can you tell me a little about your experience in painting apartments?
Of course, Emma. I've been in the construction and remodeling business for over 15 years, and a significant part of that has been painting homes and apartments. From small spaces to large homes, I've worked on various projects.
That sounds great. I've been considering a light, neutral shade for the living room, maybe something in beige or soft gray. What would you recommend?
Both are great choices for a room like this with lots of natural light. A soft gray can give a modern touch while beige can warm up the space. You might also consider an off-white or a light taupe. Here are some swatches you can look at.
Oh, these are lovely. How do you ensure clean lines, especially around the windows and trim?
Precision is key. We use professional-grade painter's tape to mask off areas, ensuring sharp and clean lines. Plus, my team and I always do a detailed prep, which includes patching any holes or imperfections, sanding the area, and priming if needed.
Sounds thorough. How long do you think the whole process would take for the living room and, let's say, 2 bedrooms?
Given the size and considering drying times, I'd estimate about 3 to 4 days. That includes prepping, painting 2 coats, and then cleanup.
All right. And regarding the paint, do you have any preferred brands or types? I've heard some paints are more eco-friendly these days.
Absolutely. There are paints available now that have low or zero VOCs, volatile organic compounds, which are better for indoor air quality. Brands like Benjamin Moore and Sherwin-Williams have excellent eco-friendly lines. They might be a tad more expensive, but they're worth it, especially if you're concerned about the environment and indoor health.
That's good to know. Lastly, do you provide a guarantee for your work?
Yes, I stand by my team's work. We offer a 1-year guarantee on our painting jobs. If there's any peeling or issues related to our workmanship, we'll come back and fix it at no additional cost.
Great. I'm feeling confident about this. Let's discuss the details and get started.
Sounds good, Emma. We'll make sure your home looks fantastic.
Example 9. A patterned conversation between a cat owner named Rachel and a pet store associate named Mark, focusing on the selection of the best cat food.
Hi, excuse me. I'm a bit overwhelmed with all these options. I'm trying to find the best food for my cat, Whiskers.
Of course, Rachel. I understand there are a lot of choices. Can you tell me a bit more about Whiskers? Age, activity level, any health issues?
Whiskers is a 3-year-old tabby. I'd say he's fairly active, loves to play fetch. No known health issues, but he has been a bit overweight.
All right, it sounds like you need a balanced food, possibly one that's good for weight management. Were you looking at dry, wet, or a mix of both?
I usually give him dry food, but I'm open to introducing wet food if it's beneficial.
Both have their benefits. Dry food is convenient and can help with dental health. Wet food, on the other hand, provides good hydration and can be less calorie-dense, which can be helpful for weight control.
Oh, I didn't know that. What brands would you recommend?
For dry food, brands like Hill's Science Diet or Royal Canin have specific formulas for weight management. If you're considering wet food, Wellness Core or Blue Buffalo have grain-free options which can be good.
I've heard of grain-free diets. Are they better?
It's a bit of a debate. Grain-free can be beneficial for cats with certain allergies, but it's not essential for all cats. The most important thing is to choose a high-quality, well-balanced food. Always look for foods where a source of animal protein, like chicken or fish, is listed as the first ingredient.
Got it. And how about treats? Whiskers loves them, but I don't want to contribute to his weight problem.
Moderation is key. Look for treats that have added benefits, like dental treats that help with tartar control or those fortified with vitamins. And always consider treats as a part of Whiskers' total calorie intake for the day.
Thanks, Mark. You've been very helpful. I'll start with a mix of dry and wet food from the brands you mentioned and monitor Whiskers' weight.
Sounds like a plan, Rachel. And if ever in doubt, it's always a good idea to consult with your vet. They can provide specific recommendations based on Whiskers' health and needs.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks again.
Example 10. A patterned conversation between a student named Anna and an English teacher named Mr. Roberts during their first lesson.
Hello, Anna. Welcome to our English class. How are you feeling today?
Hi, Mr. Roberts. I'm good, thank you. A bit nervous, though. I've never taken a formal English class before.
That's perfectly okay. Everyone has to start somewhere, and I'm here to help and guide you. Let's begin by understanding your goals. Why did you decide to learn English?
I've always wanted to travel, and I think knowing English will be helpful. Also, I'm considering furthering my studies abroad, so I need to improve my language skills.
That's great. Traveling and studying abroad are excellent reasons. So, have you had any exposure to English before? Maybe in school or from movies and music?
Yes, I learned a bit in school, and I watch a lot of English movies. But I struggle with speaking and constructing sentences on my own.
That's a common challenge, but with practice, you'll get better. For today, let's start simple. Can you introduce yourself in English? Maybe say where you're from, what you like to do, anything you feel comfortable sharing.
Okay, let's see. My name is Anna. I am from Brazil. I like to read books and play guitar.
That's a good start, Anna. Well done. Now, as we progress, we'll work on expanding your vocabulary, improving your grammar, and helping you gain confidence in speaking.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. What will we cover in our next lessons?
We'll start with the basics. We'll cover common everyday situations, like ordering food at a restaurant, asking for directions, or making plans with friends. Then, we'll gradually move to more complex topics and grammar structures.
Sounds good. I'm excited and a bit less nervous now.
That's the spirit. Remember, language learning is a journey, and it's okay to make mistakes. They're a part of the learning process.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Mr. Roberts.
You're welcome, Anna. I'm confident you'll do great. Let's embark on this language journey together.
If you want more, subscribe. Check my other movies.